Gina Abercrombie-Winstanley, l-Ambasċatriċi tal-Istati Uniti il-ġdida ta' pajjiżna. Good morning and hello.
Good morning, bonjour.
Bonjour. So you're adding to your local vocabulary.
I am trying to work on it, absolutely.
Very well.
Thank you for honoring TVAM viewers with your presence here, and welcome to Malta. You served in Tel Aviv with direct responsibility of the Gaza Strip, Baghdad, Jakarta, Cairo, all particular countries with sensitive and important requirements. After these experiences, your post in Malta, what are your targets and expectations, and so far, what are your first impressions?
Well, my first impressions are just a beautiful, beautiful country. I've taken some drives around, and so I had a chance to see a bit of it. I've also served in London, so I've served in most parts of the world. And all of these experiences, I believe, are going to help me very well in my posting here in Malta. I will be focusing on three issues from the beginning. Certainly, trafficking in persons is a very important issue here in Malta, as well as many other countries. We intend to continue to partner with the Maltese government to provide training for those who are helping people who've been caught up in trafficking in persons, to ensure that they have a way out of this very difficult life, that they have the protections that they need. And certainly those that are involved in it are brought up before the law and brought to justice, because it's a terrible thing. We also intend to continue to work with the Maltese government with regard to ensuring that EU and United Nations sanctions with regard to Iran are fully carried out. This, again, is an international issue. This is one of safety and security of all of us, and we look forward to working with Malta on this issue as well. Economic development, business development, for Maltese businessmen as well as American businessmen are something that we look forward to partnering with as well.
Why would the United States be so concerned in a good relationship with such a small country where we hardly affect any of the politics the States pursues? Why would you want this big embassy, the ambassadors here that are always present, all the ambassadors, past ambassadors, and I'm sure you'll be like them, involve themselves very much in what happens locally? Why do you give so much weight to such a small country?
Malta is strategically placed, both figuratively and literally. Your gateway between North Africa and Europe is very important. Your membership as far as the European Union allows you very much to punch above your weight as far as size is concerned. As you noted, if you saw any parts of my hearing, Senator Rubio spoke very eloquently of Malta's importance, its strategic position in the Mediterranean, and the importance of our partnership. So it's something that's recognized widely among American citizens.
And how do you resolve with our neutrality?
How do you resolve
with our neutrality? We can't offer you a base like others do.
We're not interested in a base. That's not what the United States is seeking here in Malta. The partnership is important on a number of issues. I mentioned a couple, but certainly we intend to partner with Malta because of your unique position, your history, your government democracy. It's a wonderful model for other countries in the region. We recognize and very much appreciate what you're trying to do in North Africa in general, Libya in particular, and this is something that we intend to work together on.
President Obama visited Afghanistan in the past hours.
Yes.
He passed on a clear message that is to finish off this business. Soon after, Taliban assumed responsibility for an explosion. Will there ever be peace?
We have been working, the entire international community, with the Afghan National Forces, training, advising. This is something that we will continue to do as international forces draw down. There's no doubt that Afghanistan is safer than it has been in past years. The training has been effective. We will continue to do that.
So, in view of the upcoming presidential elections, the financial crisis, terrorism, the global situation in general is facing daily challenges, and cooperation and understanding by the people is being expected from the politicians. Do you believe that there is hope for a better and positive tomorrow?
Absolutely, absolutely. President Obama said a while back, never underestimate the American people. I think this is something that is useful to keep in mind for the entire world. We all live in hope. We all work for a better future. Absolutely.
What are your views, not yours personally, but how is the U.S. now, from your end, viewing the situation here in Europe, the financial situation here in Europe? And do you believe that this could have implications on political stability in Europe? We're seeing a lot of countries where voters are tending to go towards an extreme pole because of the crisis. And we all know that the crisis started first in the US, but it seems that you managed to get hold of it much better than we did here in Europe.
I believe, and we've all seen, democracy, politics around the world is a very messy, very noisy business. People have the right and responsibility to participate. It's hard to predict how things are going to go one way or the other, but obviously we're all working for a better future. The interconnectivity between Europe, frankly, and the rest of the world, as well as the United States, is very clear. What everyone does has an impact on everyone else. So,
I'd also like to ask about China, if you don't mind. Hillary Clinton is there right now. And we've heard what she said, and we see the general policy the U.S. is taking vis-à-vis China. And it's very clear that right now, because China is such a superpower now, there's a relationship coming up which wasn't there before. But is this a relationship of convenience because of what's happening in the world? How could you sit with a country like China, where you the U.S., have criticized them so much for their lack of human tolerance?
Our relationship with China is long-standing. Relationships have different tensions over time, resolution. The bottom line is that we all have to continue to work at it. With such important nations in the world who have an impact on what happens, you have to interact. You have to continue to talk, to continue to consult. There are areas where we are in agreement, and we try and strengthen those areas, and where we have disagreements or differences of opinion, we have to work through that as well. We do it in different ways. Certainly with Cuba, they understand our positions, we hear their positions. So there are different ways of doing it, privately, publicly, many ways.
Okay. What is the way forward for the Middle East? Palestine and Israel, Syria.
Yeah. President Obama has been very clear about our commitment to a two-state solution, a viable Palestine, a secure Israel. We're very clear that we believe that negotiations, direct negotiations between the two parties, are the only way for a just, lasting, comprehensive peace between the two. It's very important that it be direct, as opposed to via the United Nations or other ways. Peace cannot be made by anybody but the two parties themselves.
Syria? The situation in Syria is deteriorating every day. Still the international community, let's say, not sleeping, but they are not inactive.
The situation in Syria is incredibly complex, and it is important that the international community work together. This is something that we were able to do in Libya. It's important also in Syria. There are steps that have been taken. We're looking to see the impact of the United Nations monitors. I believe they're all supposed to be on the ground in the next couple of days. We have to see whether the Syrians allow them all to arrive and how they're able to carry out their work. The Secretary has been clear about the next steps that will be considered if this particular phase does not work, but it would be premature to say it's not working yet because they're not all on the ground.
You mentioned, you gave us a compliment on our political model, but there are other things which we seem to have got right, and I see that President Obama is not copying but trying to emulate this style in the US, and I'm here referring to healthcare. it seems that not because we're small, but we've managed to maintain a system whereby everybody gets a chance for free healthcare here, but good healthcare. While in the US, with all the resources you have, President Obama has been trying to fight this legislation, trying to put through this legislation, but it seems you can't manage. Why?
That goes back to our domestic political system. And one very positive thing about it is that the discussions are very public. So everyone has the opportunity to see the positions of those who support it, those who don't, and certainly Supreme Court is going to make some decisions in the coming months, and the electoral body will do the same.
Okay.
The last slogan by President Obama was to believe in our dream. I still remember. I'm not asking you to believe in my dream. I'm asking you to believe in yours. Now, the current one is, it begins with us. What exactly is this message? Begins. Should it be to continue?
Well, that's something that President Obama would have to clarify for you. I think they're both powerful statements and call on us to look within ourselves for the accomplishments and work that we need to do.
Many thanks for being with us this morning.
It was my pleasure.
And wish you luck and fruitful work for our both countries.
And we hope to see you again, actually.
Yeah.
So,
I'd love to.
We'll give some time and then
Okay.
we'll ask you to come back in the studio. Thank you very much. Mela.